Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL. Postseason action continues divisional series style. We got it going on here. Late night GGBL upload. Hope you guys are ready for this one. We got all 4 games across all of the divisional games here. All game ones. We'll also have game number 2 simulations at the very end of the video. So stay tuned. Let's hang out. Let's do a little late night GGBL action. We'll have some fun. First up, San Francisco and Atlanta. Very interesting divisional matchup here. Of course, Atlanta coming off of a nice victory over the Kansas City Monarchs in wild card play. Of course, San Francisco, very, very potent offense. And so far, we've got a little pitcher's duel going on here right now. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Nothing game. Satchel Michaels pitching well. Burnside is pitching well. Everybody's doing well so far. Well. Another strikeout here for Satchel Michaels. 1-1 pitch in that bottom of the 4th inning. Here is Josh Adams, deep drive to the left. That'll be caught. That's the end of the 4th inning. So as we jump ahead here, top of the 5th, Parker Burnside against the power-hitting Satchel Michaels, the two-way guy. Just staring at that one, taking a look, and strike 3 called. Let's jump now to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Rafael Sixto, deep drive yet again. Out to left field, but another long out to left field. I think the wind coming off of the bay. Normally it's been pushing out of the stadium. I think it's being pushed into the stadium, not allowing any long home runs out there to the pull side. Well, maybe I was wrong, because after what should have possibly been a double play, Jimbo Crawford bobbles it. Can't get a good throw off, and this baby went 436 off the bat of Chris Rosario. 3rd home run of the postseason. He has been hot. Red hot. Look at this. Exit velo 108. Might as well call it that. And a 436-foot bomb. So if that is a factual statement, if the wind is blowing into the field, Rosario just destroyed that baseball. However, we do have a chance here. San Francisco with Grant Warlock can't come through against the closer, Jeffrey Lazar. Had to come in an inning earlier because of that jam. And the Sting will get it done here. 3-0. San Francisco does not score in the bottom of the 9th. Not even got a taste of any opportunity. Had nobody on base. And Lazar comes through, shuts the door. 7 innings for Satchel Michaels. Of course, he is your player of the game. 4 strikeouts. Very, very solid effort against a very tough offense for San Francisco. The Sting stung the Grizzlies in this one, for sure. All right, Carolina and Orlando. Another interesting matchup here in the NL side of things. You got a 16-game winner, Cesar Borgia, with a very good ERA as far as GGBL standards are concerned here. 3.84 on the ERA mark and a 1.24 whip. We've crossed 171 strikeouts and 41 walks. In 33 starts, that's a pretty good number. Well, Borgia, as good as he is in the postseason, he's had some issues with the playoffs. That's a base hit back up the middle from Mitchell Quick. Opening the game up with an RBI single. The opening salvo has been fired. How about Jim Wilga? He was a player that we've gotten to know and love over the years. And, of course, the last couple of videos came through in the clutch. John Murillo, an 87 overall pitcher, 27 years old, B potential. He's had a decent season as far as GGBL numbers are concerned. Not amazing numbers, but he's going to have to do. Carolina's pitching staff is a little bit overtaxed because of how much they use their starters in the wild card. But so far, so good. It's a 1-1 game, of course, with runner at 3rd and less than 2 outs. He was going on contact no matter what, so that scored a run. Off the fielder's choice, it's now tied 1-1. Borgia comes back, gets a strikeout here. Top of the 6th we go. 3-2 pitch. 93rd pitch upcoming to Darius Wilson, strikes him out. And yeah, you read it right. That's 9 strikeouts. Amazing effort to bounce back. He should be through 6 innings here to get that quality start. Nice throw over there from the left side of the diamond. We got Castro. That should be a base hit. No, sir, because Marshall Langston is there. Speedy left fielder making the catch, and Borgia's through 6 innings for the quality start. Now, how about Manny Mateo off the wall here in the bottom of the 7th inning? Landon Coles cannot get the out. It's 2-1. The tie has been broken thanks to Manny Mateo. So still bottom of the 7th. Landon Coles is still out there. We got a little fly ball to right. tagging up at third base. Let's see if they can get a good throw off here. It is on the money, but not on time. Another run's going to score. And Giuseppe Ferrari gets a much-needed insurance run here for the Sun Sox. We'll jump ahead here to the top of the 9th. Shea Galla with one more out to get, and he's going to get the K. Nice job by the Sun Sox. Orlando gets the game number 1 victory. Of course, as you guys know, game 1 victories for divisional series is very, very important. If you can get that, you've only got 2 more wins to go, guys. I mean, tell that to the Detroit Tigers, right? Tell that to the Detroit Tigers. If you can get game number 2, that's even more important. You only need 1 more game to get, and you're into the championship series. So Carolina's got to find a way here in game number 2 sim to maybe potentially tie this baby up. Let's move on out now to the AL side of the bracket. We've got the Vegas Nuggets against the Michigan Mallards. And we're going to open this one up with a Dom Taylor base hit off of Tony Salsa. Runner coming from second to third. Nope, they will hold. Nice throw back in from the left fielder. Full count pitch here to Mario Mazza. Swung on a miss. Nasty little change up there from Tony Salsa. That one was spicy. Sorry, had to do it. Dalton Jett in the 1-2 count. That is a ground ball to short. Should be 2. Here comes the throw from second. It's over the head of the first baseman. And we got runs potentially coming home here. Well, it's 1-0. It should have been out of the inning. There's 1. Should have been 2. Unbelievable. Should have been out of the inning. 2-2 pitch here to John Choi. Deep drive to right center, and that baby is gone. 2-run shot for John Choi, and the Michigan Mallards out to a 3-0 lead in the first inning. That is going to come in handy because we know Wade Russell, he's a solid pitcher, but he does sometimes run into some issues when it comes to giving up runs in bunches. We saw this in the last game that he pitched in game 1 of the wild card, but not so much here. He's got a clean line score. However, for Tony Salsa, he'd been pitching decently after that first inning disaster of 3 runs. John Choi, he can't seem to get him out. 442 on the tape measure. Insanity. Second home run of the postseason for Choi. Second of the game. Second off of Tony Salsa. Same inning. 1 down. Jihao Ipman. He goes yard. Make it 6-0 Michigan. And guys, I don't really know. Vegas, they've got a good offense, but are they going to be able to come back in this ball game? Well, Salsa's day is done after that home run. 2 home runs in the inning. 6 earned runs. Maybe it's actually 5. Could be 5 earned runs because of the error. Either way, Mario Mazza had a couple strikeouts, but this time he gets a 2-run home run in the top of the 5th inning. Nuggets go to their pen, and they can't seem to figure him out. They can't get Michigan hitters out today. 8 runs for the Mallards, 4 runs for the Nuggets. Didn't have to show you guys anything else in this game. It was over after the 5th inning. 8-0. They did score 4 from the 7th and the 8th combined. And there's your ball. So, yeah, unfortunate stuff for the Nuggets. They'll have to come back in game number 2 simulation and hope that the sim gods, the GGBL sim gods, are kind to them so that they can tie up this series in sim. We'll see. We'll see. All right, next AL matchup, we've got Minnesota Jacks. An interesting Minnesota Jacks team. Look at those numbers from Onyebuchi Ihejirika. 14-game winner, 3.90 ERA with a 1.25 whip. He has really found himself this season. I was thinking that the breakout campaign was last year. It's in fact this year. But so far in the top of the first, 2 outs, man at second base. We're really looking to clutch up here, get that final out of the inning. But DJ Taylor comes through with a RBI double, giving Chris Peterson a lead. You always like your odds when that happens. Went 7 innings the last time, and Chris Peterson, not a guy you want to mess with. However, leadoff batter, Jamie Lane, going deep. Oh, beautiful catch out there in right. Lane put a charge into that one. Would have been nice to get a leadoff home run. We've seen that from time to time. Christopher Peterson, he gets his leads and then gets a little strike happy, if you will. Just starts catching too much of the plate. Tries to be a little too aggressive. hitters are trying to come back. You know, the offense has got to click again. Starts giving up some moonshots. We'll see what happens. Minnesota, they got to play some defense. They got to get some good pitching. Here's a base hit. I mean, Grandstaff, you got to give more of an effort right there, my friend. Like, we got 2 outs, runners moving on contact. You would have really liked to get an out there, get out of the inning. I mean, what's it going to hurt you if you dive and you miss it, right? You save a run at least. But it is 2-0. Eureka will get out of the inning. But the Jacks still only 1 hit thus far. So top of the 4th, 1 down, Javon Brown, ground ball. Oh, what a play by Johnny Redmayne. Beautiful throw across the diamond. Woo! You'd love to see it. Nice job by Johnny Redmayne. We'll see if they can get out of this little mini jam here. Here's a ground ball. Redmayne, make the throw to first there, buddy. Oh, what a scoop. What a scoop at first base by Louis Patel. All right, bottom of the 4th inning. Keegan Killian Murphy with 2 outs. Oh, base hit. That's going to score a run. First run on the board for the Jacks. Thanks to Killian Murphy. Oh, Tyson Cobb dove for it, gave it everything he had with 2 outs. Mind you, something that maybe Abram Grandstaff should have done. Tyson Cobb did it. He gave it everything he had. Didn't really come close, but he gave it a shot. So bottom of the 5th we go. 2 down. Jamie Lane, fly ball to center, and Minnesota yet again cannot capitalize with runners on base. And Peterson will pitch 1 more inning after that, giving up no runs. So still a 2-1 game. Eureka does get another strikeout. Robert Scott goes down. 0-2 pitch here to Jake Taylor. He goes down. So we have now, after the first couple of innings, we figured that this is a pitching duel from each ace of the staff. How about this play by Louis Patel? Man, he's been putting on a defensive clinic over there at first base. Great job by Eureka to get over there. All right, Jesse Myers is the reliever, and oh! He gets nailed, but perfectly right to Sebastian Salvatore, who gets the out at first, and yeah, that doesn't look good. He took a pretty good pop in the face on that play. It may wind up being just a nasty shiner, but he's looking a little worse for the wear, it says. So Ozzie Hernandez will come on in, and we're going to take one more look at it, and it was right off of the right off the logo. Right off the logo, and of course, right to a one-hopper, right to Sebastian Salvatore, and we'll get a little close-up view here too. And I don't even know how you react to that. I don't even know how you get out of the way, but oh God, oh God, that has to be what he's saying. So you know what? Let us pay some respects to Jesse Myers. Yes. Yes. Rest in peace, my friend. You did well. You did well, good and faithful servant. All right, well, that's out of the way. R.I.P. Ozzie Hernandez with a walk. Woodrow Severs draws it. Minnesota yet again with another chance, and there's Jamie Lane just taking that one right in the strike zone. I was going to say right down the middle. It was not down the middle, but it was a good pitch to hit. You got to be ready for it. Well, how about Robert Scott comes up, and Killian Murphy, you know, he's not the fleetest of foot guy out there, but he did give it a hard effort, but it wasn't enough. All right, so we will go to the top of the 9th in a 3-1 game, and Pringle, oh, this is right off the glove. Got a bad bounce, got a bad hop, and that's going to score 2 runs. It's 5-1 Washington, and I don't really blame Redmayne for giving that thing up. I mean, that was a hard hit, ball right to him. I do blame him for this one, though. And at this point, you've only got 3 outs to work with to get 4 runs to tie. It's probably not going to happen, and you guessed it, it didn't. But they were playing in. They wanted to preserve that run coming home. It was already a 3-1 game, and the guy just hit it too hard. Pringle hit it really hard right at the shortstop. I mean, what would you do if you're in that situation? It's going right at your face, got a bad hop. I mean, that's tough, man. That's tough. So, unfortunate loss there for the Minnesota Jacks. Peterson pitched well, 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, only 1 earned. He did qualify for the win because of the 5 innings. I thought he actually pitched another inning. I thought he went 6, but he did only go 5. Now, guys, game number 2s. The game 2s were here on the NL side. So Atlanta, San Fran, Carolina and Orlando. So here's your sim results. Atlanta scores 4 in the 7th and 3 in the 6th to get 7 runs in 2 innings. That is what really broke San Francisco here. Of course, San Francisco, you can see the box score there. Pinto gave up 3 earned. The relievers did not do a good job as well, shutting them down. But Orlando came through with a run in the 1st, a run in the 4th, and a run in the 6th. So they kept on keeping on. They had 9 hits in this game. Carolina only with 6. Tommy Cummings was very, very good across 7 innings. So tip of the cap to the Orlando Sun Sox. They are up 2-0, and Atlanta is up 2-0 over San Fran. Now, as we simulate game 2s here for the AL side, we'll take a look at the box scores for these guys too. Vegas gets a win in game 2, and then Minnesota dials up the offense here, 15 hits against Washington. Nolan Mitchell gave up 4 earned runs across 9 hits in 4 innings. That's not a very efficient outing. And then Minnesota, they only had 1 home run from JT Patterson. Everything else was base hit, base hit, base hit. They had 15, guys. So, yeah, here we go. So the next 2 games up are on the NL side. And as we know, we can't do any more simulating because Carolina and San Francisco are facing elimination here at this point. So no more sim. The only sims that we have left to do will be in the next episode as we get Game 2 sims for the AL side. As you guys see, those series are tied. Michigan, Vegas, Washington, Minnesota, all tied at 1 apiece. But maybe we might see at least 1, maybe 2, maybe both. Maybe there's sweeps on the NL side. So let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section below. Let me know your predictions. Of course, I know that we've already made our solid predictions in a video previously, if you're playing in that little bracket challenge for channel points. But I would like to know, does your opinion change after what you've seen here tonight? Does your opinion change on the AL side as well? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts all on that. So I will see you guys next Friday, this upcoming Friday. That will be, if I'm looking at my calendar here, that would be October 10th for the next episode of our GGBL divisional round. And then from there, maybe we'll get a little finale going over that weekend. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out on another late night GGBL upload. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.